So the idea here is that we figure out what a tangent is. So what is a tangent? Yeah, so that's hopefully how your Year 12 teachers introduced you to calculus. A tangent is a straight line that touches the curve at one place only. Yep, it's your road on your bike tyre if your bike tyre is really pumped up. Okay, so what's a normal then? Yeah, a perpendicular line to the tangent. So the green one is obviously a tangent and the orange one is your normal. Everyone see that? Okay, the relationship between a tangent and a normal is that their gradients multiply together to give you -1. Okay, happy with that? So if we've got if this gradient of this tangent, if that is 2, then the gradient of the normal that is associated with that would be -1/2. Okay? Happy with that? If we've got another one, let's say got another tangent up here, which is now going to be 2/5. The gradient of the normal will be -5/2. Because those two numbers multiply together to give you -1. Okay? Hopefully it's obvious that one's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. Positive times negative gives a negative. Okay?
How come it's not just right?
No. It gives
Yeah.
you 4.
That gives you -4, yeah.
Oh, you type them together.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Everyone happy with that? So these are questions that you would have done. Sorry, the first one is a question you would have done last year. Okay, so find the equation of a tangent to the curve. This at the point 3, -2. So can you guys have a crack at that?
Sure.
That's how I roll anyway. Okay, so the equation of a tangent to the curve of that at the point 3, -2. You happy with what it's asking you to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the equation of a straight line, which is what a tangent is, we use that y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1 formula. Okay, that's given to you on your formula sheet. But if it's not, I mean, you had to remember that for last year, so you should be able to remember that this year. What is x1 and y1? That's just the coordinates on your straight line. Yep. Okay, in this situation, y1 and x1 are x1 and y1 just there. Okay, happy? What are y and x here? So they're your two variables here. Independent variable and y, dependent variable. Okay, so the only other one we need to figure out is m. And how do you figure out m? Yeah, it's the gradient. So when you differentiate that, you get the gradient function, don't you? So now, if we've got our function, if we differentiate that, 2x minus 5. Okay, again, that's a nice, easy level 2 one. Okay, that's your gradient function. So therefore, at x equals 3, dy by dx is equal to 2 lots of 3 minus 5, which is equal to
1.
Yeah, 1. Right? X equals 3. Okay, there's your x. Yep. Happy with that?
You don't have to do it for -2.
So what's the -2? The -2 is going to be your y value here.
Alright.
Make sense? So it's going to be y minus y1, which is -2, equals m, which is 1, lots of x minus 3. Okay? Happy with that? Which if you collect your like terms, we go y plus 2 equals x minus 3. Now at level 2, you would have given me an equation of y equals x minus 5. You guys happy with that?
Yeah.
Yep. At level 3, what they want you to write down is an equation that makes it equal to 0. But to be fair, that's not that much trickier, eh? What? Sorry, let's go from there to there. Is exactly the same steps as going from there to there, except you're moving all to one side, make it equal to 0. Okay. And as far as you're concerned, that would be the same as. Sorry, that should be a. That one there should be a minus. Is that right?
And the x,
That should be a minus.
shouldn't it be negative x plus y over?
What's that? Negative x plus y is the same thing as y minus x.
Because you're moving the x over to that side, shouldn't the x be negative, not the y? For the red equation.
What I've done here is I've moved that y across. So it's
yeah.
x minus y, and there I've moved that one across. I've just put the positive y first. Yeah. Okay. But the same really.
Yeah.
You guys happy with that? Yeah. That's the only real difference between level 2 and level 3. Okay. But in your exams, what they'll ask is actually, rather than asking you a normal, rather than asking you a tangent, they'll ask you the normal. So how would you do that? Yeah, exactly. You find the gradient of the tangent. Yep. And then so, well, the gradient of the normal is just negative 1 over that gradient of the tangent. And that's basically that one step harder. Which, to be fair, isn't that much harder. So to do this one, dy by dx is going to be equal to, what's that, 3 minus 6x squared. Happy with that? Therefore, at the point of x equals negative 2, dy by dx is equal to 3 minus... Is that right? 3 minus 6 lots of negative 2 squared. So negative 2 squared is 4. 6 times 4 is 24. 3 minus 24 is negative 21. So what is that negative 21? Of the gradient of the tangent. So therefore, the gradient of my normal was 1 over negative, sorry, it's negative 1 over negative 21. So yeah, it's 1 over 21. Happy with that? Yep. And so therefore I've got y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Yep. Which, to be fair, I could just write down as x plus 2. Happy with that? Expand it out. And you get y minus 10 equals x over 21 plus 2 over 21. Happy? But this is the case where it's a little slightly different. So above, I want it to be equal to 0 with no fractional coefficients. So what I've got to do here to get rid of the fractional coefficients? Multiply everything by 21, which makes it 21y minus 210 equals x plus 2. So now I can just easily just move those to one side. Let's make it 0 equals x minus 21y plus 212. There would be your answer. Happy? No, a tangent's a straight line. You're talking about the gradient function of a cubic, which is a parabola, which is what that is just there. Any other major questions with that? Seem pretty straightforward? Okay.